With 2 million copies sold, 4.7 out of 5 stars on Amazon, being ranked number 1 in Introduction to Investing, number 1 in Budgeting and Money Management, and number 23 best-selling books, I offer you 3 essential lessons from the book The Psychology of Money, Timeless Lessons on Wealth, Greed and Happiness by Morgan Housel. Cheerfully recorded by Cool Cat Investing. Lesson 1. Know thyself and how it might affect your investment performance. Why did we start this video with the ancient Greek maxim, inscribed on the temple of Apollo at Delphi? Because doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, otherwise, scientists would be the richest people. To succeed at investing, you don't need advanced degrees, network connections, or years of experience, just soft skills, good habits, and a deep understanding of the psychology of money. Why do some people pile into the stock market, others buy only real estate, and a few put all their savings into gold? Is there a secret only a few chosen know? The answer might be found in early adult life and the environment people grew up in. For example, people born in 1945 saw a stock market with 18 years of stagnation. Just imagine. $100 invested in August 1964 with dividends reinvested would become 87 inflation-adjusted dollars by 1982. How would you feel knowing that you lost 13% of your capital after 18 years of waiting? However, their children, born just 20 years after, experienced one of the biggest bull markets in history. The same $100 invested in August 1982 with dividends reinvested would grow into 1,300 inflation-adjusted dollars by year 2000. Do you think this generation would see the stock market differently? Research shows that early investment experiences have an effect on the worldview and investment behavior for the rest of our lives. This experience has to be lived through, as no school or YouTube video can teach what it feels to lose all your family savings and children's future in a sudden stock market collapse. How do you think your experiences have affected your investing mindset? The old saying goes, invest to sleep well at night. History shows that the stock market crashes at least 20% every 7 years on average, and in some cases, it dives down for decades. During the Great Depression that started in the 1920s, the US stock market lost up to 80% and did not recover until the 1940s to 1950s. Will you be able to sleep well, knowing that 80% of your portfolio can disappear? However, the same history shows that the stock market is the best way to make money over a sufficiently long period of time. $100 invested in S&P 500 in 1929 for 40 years returned 13 times more than US government bonds over the same period. Will you be able to sleep tight knowing that you chose to lose 94% of your potential returns by avoiding stocks and buying bonds? In other words, will you choose the risk of potentially losing in a stock market crash or the risk of losing potential gains that the stock market offers? Ergo Lesson 1. Know thyself and how it might affect your investment performance. Lesson 2. Be cautiously optimistic to take advantage of compounding. Do you know Jim Simons? Arguably, he showed one of the best investing track records. His medallion fund has achieved an impressive 66% yearly return since 1988. Warren Buffett's performance is roughly 3 times lower at about 20% per year. Yet Jim's net worth is 3 times less. Why is that? Because of the magic of compounding. Warren Buffett had more than 7 decades to grow wealth, whereas Jim Simons started investing in his 50s and had only 30 years to compound. Albert Einstein once said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Those who understand it earn it, those who don't pay it. For example, $1 invested at 7% growth rate for 60 years will grow into $58. Following this logic, a newly born child requires only $17,250 invested into stock market at 7% to retire as a millionaire by the age of 60, with no additional contributions whatsoever. In order to ride this compound wave, one has to start early, choose investments wisely, and stay in the game for as long as possible. How to start early? Very easy. You just have to reduce immediate spending and allocate a portion of your income into investing. If you are 25 years of age and have about 40 years to compound at 7% before retirement, each dollar you spend today will make you $15 poorer during retirement. A streaming service subscription for $50 a month? That is $9,000 out of your retirement in just 1 year. Moreover, because of compounding, you build 50% of your retirement egg in the first 10 out of 40 years of active investing life. Maybe it is worth doubling the investments for the first 10 years and enjoy your full salary for the remaining 30 years of your career. How to choose your investments wisely. It is widely observed that the stocks show the best performance over all other investment vehicles. Inflation adjusted with dividends reinvested, U.S. stocks grew at 6 to 7% per year in the past 200 years, with a remarkable consistency. Wars, Cold Wars, civil wars, epidemics, plagues, depressions and recessions, nothing changed human desire to grow wealth and push the stock market up. For comparison, bonds showed only 3 to 4% yearly return over the same 200 years. Slightly lower, but similar performance is observed in diversified international stocks and bonds. There is a logical explanation for why stocks outperform bonds, because stocks tend to be more volatile in a short term. By paying the price of short-term volatility, one benefits from long-term outperformance. How to stay in the game longer. The truth is you have to be a little bit paranoid. The old saying goes, things that never happened before happen all the time. Therefore, unless you are willing to spend full time on actively researching individual companies, it might be worth to explore investing in an index of all publicly traded companies of the world by market capitalization. Consider it as an ultimate diversification. You become the owner of the world economy. Ergo Lesson 2. Be cautiously optimistic to take advantage of compounding. Lesson 3. Understand why you invest and how much is enough. The old saying goes, there is no reason to risk what you haven't need for what you don't have and don't need. But how to decide when to stop? If you have $1 million, you can generate about $40,000 of passive income each year. Will that be enough? Think about it this way. After paying taxes, rent, food, medical insurance, phone bills, you might end up with $25 a day for free spending. Would you consider $25 a day enough to pursue your life dreams such as, for example, traveling, learning foreign languages, and hobbies? Moreover, if you stop your productive years at this point, you might end up with this income for the rest of your life. And after several months of binge-watching TV and hitchhiking the world, will you desire for more? I remind you, this is $1 million of capital. In order to double your capital at 7% growth rate, to have $100 a day for your dreams, you might need to wait for 10 years straight. Are you willing to work and wait 10 years more? Will $100 a day be sufficient for your dreams, or would you prefer to double your capital again because now you want to live in good hotels and eat at chic restaurants while traveling? Don't rush to answer this question, as research shows that people are very bad at predicting their future self. To step off the treadmill, you have to decide on your goals and plans of gradual unwinding. For example, instead of hard stop working, consider an amount of money that will be sufficient to pursue your hobbies and turn them into a casual income. You might try to monetize your skills while you are still working full-time. As you accumulate more money, at one point you will have enough to live off your capital by, for example, collecting dividends. Truly wise say, first you work for money, then your money work for you. In some sense, being rich is to be free to do what you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. If you don't like your career choice, you can change it. If you don't like your place of living, you can change it. If you don't like waking up at 8 a.m. to go to work, you don't have to. Money give you this freedom. Money is freedom. So next time you see somebody driving an expensive car, living in a luxurious mansion, or wearing expensive clothes, know that they paid for it with their freedom. Because wealth, well invested, is invisible, whereas expenses are on display. But why do people try to impress others at the cost of their own freedom? Isn't it because they want others to respect and admire them? The status of being a valuable member of the society provides great comfort and safety for those who seek it. Are you in search of freedom or something else? Ergo Lesson 3. Understand why you invest and how much is enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, check our other videos, and consider supporting this channel. The link in the description.